So now coming to the third query of Mrutyunjai ji. He says, in many occasions a good concept loses its importance because of complexity in its applications. I think you are right, Mrutyunjai ji. So, this very good concept of Partyless India, this vision document, why is it losing its importance? It is losing its importance because of the complexity in your mind. Because you are not looking at it, you are not reading it, you are not trying to understand it properly. So, the jewel-like concept of Partyless India, you are killing it. At the embryonic stage, you are killing it. So, we will go through the subsections of this query. A. The screening procedure of the proposals right from the booth level till it reaches for voting is long and complicated. So, how did you come to this conclusion? See, what we are saying is any voter who wish to have his proposal can just hand over his proposal to the member of the voters assembly, the appertinent voters assembly, that is in his constituency only. He just has to hand over it in the same constituency, his fellow member of the voter assembly. Once the proposal is received by the appertinent voters assembly, AVA, the AVA will hand it over to the National Voters Assembly, NVA, and through NVA it will go to the citizen committees. So, what is here long and complicated over here? Every step has a meaning, has a relevance, and it is not long. This transfer of the proposal is not going to happen physically also. It is an electronic transfer. So what is the complication? The complication is only in your mind, Mrutyunjai ji. At every stage, the proposer will be getting acknowledgement through the system. So he is also completely connected in knowledge, what is happening with his proposal, at what stage it is going over there, at what stage it is. So what complexity, what is problem, what difficulty it is? There is no difficulty, it's a very straightforward thing. I don't understand how you are perceiving this as complicated. The next is B. The appertinent voters assembly as in 21A is not clarified. I don't understand this sentence only. Still, what is not clarified, you need to clarify. What is not clarified? In 21A, we are not saying anything about the appertinent voters assembly. So, what do you want to say in B is not clear. So, we'll go to C first. What is the necessity of voting at the initial stage, both at AVA and NVA? Actually, the answer to this C lies in the 21A you mentioned in query B. What does it say is simple. Before any proposal go to the apex committee and through that to the other concerned committees, it is very important that the proposals are gone through the members of the voters assembly. They should know what type of proposal it is, whether it is a relevant proposal or not. They should know. And if it is irrelevant, and if the proposal is irrelevant to two-thirds of the majority, then why do you think that it should still go to the apex committee or the committees to form, to go to into the procedure of converting into a bill which is not acceptable, which is not which is irrelevant at the stage of the proposal only? Then how, what are the chances that that will be get converted into a bill, and then it will be passed by the entire community? If there are certain basic flaws in the proposal, shouldn't it be again written back to the proposer and asked him to or her to rectify those small things? If it is so obvious that the proposal is not aligned with the constitution, the spirit of constitution, should it go all along through the process of bill and the ROP? Why waste the time and the efforts and the resources of this country on irrelevant things? So there should be a relevant screening. That's what we have said. So I don't think there is a problem in this. Again, the D, if proposal is rejected at AVA, then what is the need of sending it to NVA? See, the AVA is a regional voters assembly. It might be that the regional voters, the members in the regional voters assembly won't have that outlook, that national outlook. Maybe it can happen, or maybe there are some grudges with the proposer, with the members of the voters assembly. So any reason it can happen, or maybe for no reason. Maybe they didn't understand the the crux of the proposal. But the members in the NVA are expected to have a better outlook at the national level, at the international level. They may have an outlook that certain proposals may be more applicable in other other territories or other areas of the country. So even if it is rejected by the AVA, still it should go to NVA, and if NVA says okay, it is also rejectable, then it may return to the proposal. And if the NVA finds some relevance in different ways, then why should it not be go? Why it shouldn't go to convert it into the bill? I think it should. So that's why that is the answer to the D. E, why not the proposals ROI or different levels be solved at that level only? See, here again you are you have been that complex. You are not differentiating between a legislation and administration or the executive system. You are mixing it. The proposals are purely for legislative purposes only. They are not for personal problems. They are for collective problems. They are legislative. For personal problems, you have executive administrative system. For personal problems, you have judiciary system. This is purely for legislative. The proposals are policy oriented, not personal oriented. So don't mix these things. You are again and again mixing the legislative with the administrative with the judiciary with with the administrative, or administrative to the legislative. These are separate things. All proposals are meant for improvement, for modifying it or changes in the legislative, not for administrative and not for judiciary. Get it clear. So any policy decision is a state or is a national level topic. So it has to go through everyone in this country. That is the NVA and the committees. So you cannot make policies for your village only. Okay, at a legislative level. So we have to be very clear about this. The F is by the procedure ROI to ROP. Are we not centralizing the administration, though we are united here against that? Two things. First, again you have mixed it. The ROI ROP is pertaining to the legislative. Again, there is no relation of administration with ROI and ROP. So that you have to be very clear of. Again, we are not against centralization, we are not against decentralization, we are not for centralization, we are not for decentralization. Our country has to run according to the constitution, and according to constitution, we the India is the union of states. There is a connection between each and everything. We are not fragmented, we are not disconnected, everything is connected. And so the ROI ROP, it will go from booth level to every constituency, to the union level, to the state level also, as per the relevance. But it will not be village specific or city specific. Just think over it. If it happens, it will be a chaos. And so it's already in the constitution that it shouldn't happen. We are very clear that India, that is Bharat, is union of states. It is not a bunch of villages and cities. So I think we should be very clear about the basics. If we have a locha in the basics, then there is a problem, big problem. So we have to solve that. These are three different things: legislative, administration, and judiciary, and the voters assembly, and ROI and ROP, all are pertaining to the legislative, purely legislative. So this is what I want to say about your query number 3.
Mrutyunjai ji, I also will like to address point number 3 of yours. In this point, you have said, in many occasions, a good concept loses its importance because of its complexity in its application. So, about that, I will say that why it seems complex. Because in this connection, we have not referred serial number 2 and serial number 3. Our basics are not clear, and that's why it seems complex. And also, I will say that our core team members' consistency, discipline, attention, and focus, everything is required. There are different priorities. Our every member has his own priorities. Maybe it may remain with him, but they don't have any special wistful attention towards our say our concept. So that is the reason that it seems complex when there is lack of dedication to understand the concept. About point number A, sub point number A, you have said that the screening procedure of the proposals, right from the booth level till it reaches for voting, is long and complicated. Here, I just will give example of postal department, post, and also the police. It is everywhere in all states, and even it is automatically running, mechanically running, and there is nothing complex to run a post department or run a police department. Nothing is complex. Likewise, it is also not complex, but we should make the system. And subpoint number B, the pertinent voters assembly in point number 21A is not clarified. Here I will say that on in that whatever 21A you are saying, that is the reason of point number 21, and there are 5 bullets given, and that is all the clarification given in all those 5 bullets in that page number, point number 21 of our charter. So, about subpoint number C, what is the necessity of voting at the initial stage, both at a pertinent voters assembly and national voters assembly? So, the answer, necessity is the process of making bill, which is to be forwarded to elected assemblies, and ultimately for ROP it will go ultimately for plebiscite. Everything is very much clear in all 5 bullets of point number 21 and the reason given below. For complete clear picture, we should refer page numbers 130 to 139, on which we have given all the journey of ROI and ROP. In subpoint number D, if proposal is rejected at a pertinent voter assembly, then what is the need of sending to National Voter Assembly? It is very much possible that at that lower level, a pertinent voter assembly did not understand the reason, importance, and complexity of the proposal. It may happen at the same time, it also will be justified to the proposal, and also the proposer who has proposed that wholehearted importance should be given to his or her proposal. And sub point number E, why not the proposals, that is right of initiative ROI proposals of different levels, be solved at that level? Here you are using the word solved. Solved means you are thinking that there is some problem. So it is not about any problem. It is not to be solved. And the solution of the problem is the matter of executive branch, it is the matter of administrative branch, or it may be matter of judiciary branch. It is not matter of legislative. So again here you are mixing these branches. You are mixing legislative with administrative. You are not understanding. So I will say that for personal problems, there are different departments of the government and the judiciary at different levels. So, about to initiate the proposal, it is the matter of legislature only, making of policy only. So, why you see like that solving of problems? No, no, legislature is not for solving the problems. Legislature is to make policies. And the last sub point, F, by the procedure ROI to ROP, are we not centralizing the administration? Though we are united here against that. First of all, this all this all thing Matdata Sabha is not for any administrative purpose. It is just everything. Matdata Sabha also, and also the people's committees, and also our organization, also the ROI and ROP, all is related with legislature only. So every time we should not mix legislature with administration. So you are mixing every time legislature and administration. Though it is right that whatever we are doing, it will lead to decentralization of the system. But to get that kind of decentralization does not mean that we will break country into pieces. If there are 6,60,000 villages in the country, by decentralization, we do not make to we do not say that for that kind of decentralization, we should break country into 6,60,000 pieces. Not that. As per our constitution, India is union of states, and it should remain there. India should remain as a country also. If we are not a country, then all other countries from globe, eh, they will disturb us every now and then. Not disturb, but they will ruin us. So we are not united against centralization, and we should keep it in mind. Each and every matter cannot be decentralized. The whole of our concept is as per present constitution only. Every time we should refer our constitution. We already have said this many times. In our charter also, we have said that we honor our constitution, and we should honor our constitution. So we should study the constitution. When we don't have the reference of the constitution, we don't have the statutory provisions reference, we don't have other references which are given here in our vision document in serial numbers 2 and 3. Ready references are given here. So why we are not looking at those ready references and not trying to understand the statutory provisions in the country, present day statutory provision, what is prevailing in the country? We are not going to change anything in the country. Everything will remain same. That is our idea. Everything will remain same. We just will pull the whole legislative people, that is nearly 34 lakh people of legislative branch, we will pull them out of the election field. That is all our idea. Our idea is to pull all persons, all legislative persons today who are being elected, they are party people and their total number is 34 lakhs. So we will pull them out of the election field and we will take control over the total legislature. And by taking total command, total control over the legislature, automatically rest both the branches will be corrected, or we will correct the rest two branches, that is administrative branch and the judiciary branch. So our focus should remain only and only on legislature only. We should not mix every now and then other branches with our say this movement, our Partyless India movement. You should not mix these things. So thank you all of our members. We should keep it in mind and should refer our vision document, at the same time should refer Constitution of India also. Thank you. Thank you very much.